Number 5. The open world. World is in Mario Kart World's title, so obviously that is important to them. They wanted to make a seamless world where all the tracks from Mario Kart can go from one into another. Did they succeed, or did they fail miserably? That answer is actually very complicated, and it's really going to have to depend on you and what you want from an open world. If we look at Mario Kart 8, we had a lot of nonsensical good tracks where we were shrunken down and in a child's room playing with toys. A lot of toys when you really think about it. There was a track where you were shrunken down in a bathroom and a toilet. There was a track where you were in a giant world desert made out of cheese, and this level either smelled wonderful or it smelled like foot. I'm going to choose the former. It also had really good music, so I let it pass. And I never really thought about all these worlds being together on one cohesive planet, but now we are. If you were a kid who played Mario 64 and you went to Royal Raceway, real quick, by the way, you know when you press the L button you can turn the music on and off in Mario Kart 64? I don't know why, but whatever, it's a thing you can do. Anyway, in Royal Raceway, they had the whole castle, at least the outside of it, from Mario 64, which is a nice little cool homage. You can't really do anything there, but it's cool that it's here. Tried to make it feel like one place. My sister and I would play here and make up lots of games, and it was really fun. If you're that kind of person, then we got a game for you, and it's called Mario Kart World. Okay, let's talk pros and cons. We're going to try and be positive and see this from both sides. First thing, with a simple press of the button, you can go from the title screen right to the open world. That's pretty cool. The character on the title screen will be the last character you were, wearing what they were wearing in the car they were last time. So if you want to continue doing something, that's pretty nice. And it's nice to just jump into things. The open world is very relaxing. There are a lot of weird cars and things to jump off. It's easy to find something to fly. And this is primarily how you're going to want to collect coins and get lots of new costumes. We'll get to that in a moment. I like to play Mario Kart to relax. I literally used to do time trials just to chill out. So for me, this is actually pretty nice. Going over and grabbing some fast food at the local McDonald's, or Yoshi's in this case, gives you food, and different food from around the world will give you costumes. Or it will do nothing because the characters have very different numbers of costumes and not even the same costumes. So for example, if Mario and Luigi both have 8 costumes, they won't have the same 8 costumes. It's actually kind of annoying. But the cool thing is, you can actually see how the worlds seamlessly merge into one another. It's kind of blatant in some places, but for the most part, I think it works. As you go up the mountain, you start to see more snow and you run into some of the cooler tracks. As you go up the snowy mountains, you start to see intense ice and you see some of those tracks. You'll also see a bunch of other Mario Kart racers around doing their own thing. You can follow them. I'm not entirely sure if they'll lead you to anything or do anything, but it kind of represents if you're playing online with your friends and they're going around. Which is important because this is the new lobby. Gone is sitting and waiting for your friends in space. Now you can drive around the world as you wait for the next race. Another thing you can do, but only when you're on your own, are hitting P-switches. And they give you a wide variety of challenges rated from easy to mind-numbingly difficult around the world. It can be collect blue coins, do a pseudo race around a loop that is its own racetrack. It can be doing cool tricks, wall running, or even driving other vehicles, which we'll get to later. If you fail, it's no big deal. With a simple click of the stick, you can retry. It'll take you back to the P-switch, and you can drive away, or you can hit it again. You'll notice the camera goes away as it loads up special assets for the particular challenge. That's cool, but it also means that it is a single-player only event. If you're playing multiplayer in any way, the P-switches disappear, which make the open world even more useless. If you do get the P-Switch challenge, though, you get a sticker, which to some people doesn't really matter, but I think the real reward was the knowledge you gained along the way, as the P-Switches serve as sort of a tutorial of sorts. You can see your P-Switches, question panels, and peach coins in the bottom left of the world map. You can go around and click on any character and become that character. You can also see how many costumes that character has unlocked, and you'll start to see the disparity immediately. Even the battle courses are in the world. You can find all the places, and it's cool. And how you can use the right stick to look around. You can actually take in the smell of sweet roses and look around and take it in. You can actually see a lot of tracks. You can see a train going around, and you can follow that train, by the way, and it'll take you to places all over the world. And you can see a lot of nice little sights. There are a lot of nice little hidden things in the world, I will say. They don't really do anything or give you quests. It's more like just an experience, to the point that I don't really want to spoil them. For one example, you can find a UFO doing something strange with cows. I'll give you that hint. You can go find it on your own. It's just kind of a neat thing. It's not super important, but it's there. It's also interesting to see how you get from one track to another with cannons, and how you get to one track in particular is my favorite, and I really like that, and that'll be for a little later. But while you're in the open world without anything to hold you back, you can practice grinding, you can go around to the tracks and collect stickers, and you can just kind of have a good time. They really want you to use that game chat feature, so I guess they intend you to drive around while talking to your buddies. If you're by yourself, you can listen to a little podcast, which is totally fine, is what I do a lot of times. You can turn time backwards because it's a single player mode, which is great, especially when you drive past something like a question block or a peach coin if you want. You can also stick the stickers onto your cart to show them to other people. One of the most useful things I think you can do is if you go to a track that you have trouble with, the P-switches there may actually help you. That wall running trick you see me done earlier is actually there's a P-switch here that teaches you how to do that. So if you're having trouble and you're looking for a shortcut, there's probably a P-switch that will at least show you some basic shortcut or something you didn't know about the track, making it pretty dang useful when you think about it. You can also find Nabbit hidden around stealing things all over the place. You can chase him down. I don't really like Nabbit, so chasing him down with my car is actually cathartic for me, and I enjoy this. This is not something you really have to do, but if you follow him, he actually will show you kind of shortcuts, or at least places and things you can grind on that you might not have realized in the past. When you catch him, you get surprise, surprise, the same thing you get every time you get a sticker. It's a Nabbit sticker, and for those of you who want to collect everything, it's another thing to do. But once again, you don't have to do it. There's also lots of coins everywhere, and you need coins to unlock cars, so that's a great way to do it. And because every game has to have it, there's also a photo mode. They showed it off a lot during the trailers, but it's something that you can do by yourself or in multiplayer, which is nice to make little wallpapers for your computer or for your car. It has all the basic PNGs, all the basic filters you can imagine, and it's cute. I don't really think photo mode is that special anymore since it's pretty much in everything, but there's some people who really just gotta take those selfies. And you can do it now. Look at Boo. Boo's cute. Be cute, Boo. Awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the open world. You have 3 different types of collectibles. If you want to unlock mirror mode, there's a lot of people confused about that. All you need are 10 P-switches, 10 question panels, and 10 peach coins. Then you just have to beat 150cc on all Grand Prix and all knockout tours, and then go and beat the final special cup, and you will unlock mirror mode. That's absolutely how you do it. There's some confusion about it, which makes me think there might be more than one way to actually unlock it, but that's how I unlocked it. I confirmed it for sure. Not that anyone actually plays mirror mode, so I don't know why everyone cares that much, but I guess we're in the era where we just want to unlock everything because it's there. One final thing I do want to show about the open world mode are, I said there were other vehicles, and there's one right now. That is the semi-truck they showed from the trailers. There are other vehicles, I won't show them, but they are around, and they're pretty neat. I hope they make a mode with them later, because this seems rife for updates for later. But when you get in these other vehicles, you can have some vehicular mayhem. I really like driving this semi like a crazy person. And I did try and drive it off the bridge into the water, but it doesn't let you. It's just kind of fun and stupid. Mario Kart 8 got numerous updates over the course of 10 years. I hope there are lots of updates, because I would like to race semis if they're willing to do that in the future. The last thing you can do is look for secrets that don't really have any other meaning other than you can get a whole bunch of coins. And they're just little interesting things, like looking at different ways tracks are connected, like this tunnel down here, which take you down to Dandelion Depths. Another track. And I came in here and I said, neat. Because it is. Number 6. Costumes. So the character select screen's a little strange this time. It's in this weird page format, but it looks cool. You can press a button to switch over to a mode where all of a character's costumes will be right next to each other, and then it kind of Tetris blocks them together. It's kind of weird, but it kind of works. I guess they really wanted these nice, big, colorful profile shots, but it kind of emphasizes a problem. All the costumes are great, no complaints. But they're not equal. Even characters with the same number of costumes don't have the same styles of costumes, and characters have really, really different numbers of costumes. Look at Donkey Kong. He has his normal outfit, and then he has one costume. He has to kind of stick him here between the gap here between Yoshi and Bowser. He just had a great game and all these forms, and you could have made a costume based on that, or put DK in a suit. You could have thought of something. It's weird. I hope this is remedied in an update later, but it really might not be. It's weird though. But it's hard to hate the costumes that are actually here though. They gave the different Yoshi colors different colored costumes, which is kind of cool, and though I like to see black and white Yoshi, Biker Yoshi is pretty cool. It's clearly inspired by Boshi with the color and everything from Super Mario RPG. He doesn't quite have the gloves or the spikes, but that is Boshi. Tell me that's not Boshi right there. And if I have to be Yoshi, definitely going with Biker Yoshi. Love those shades. Bowser has some great ones with his biker outfit with a few rips. He has some interesting ones for off-roading, but a clear winner for Bowser is this crazy caffeinated, high-powered Bowser with exhaust pipes. He looks like a fire Blastoise for some reason, and it makes me laugh every time. I wonder what's coming out of those pipes. Anyway, moving on. He has his biker outfit, and Bowser Jr. has a lot of similar ones. He has his own little version of a biker outfit. It says Biker Jr., by the way, which is cute. And he has a Boy Scout outfit, which means Bowser puts his son in Boy Scouts to make him well-rounded. Best single father in Nintendo history, double super confirmed. Koopa Troopa has a lot of cool costumes too. I mean, I guess you get a lot of love since you were in Mario Kart since the first one, but what about Donkey Kong? Anyway, Koopa Troopa's ones are pretty fine. Toad has a bunch of nice ones. I like everyone who works in the food service industry. You have to have the Captain Toad and Captain Toadette, of course. But Burger Hat Toad, come on! Burger Hat, that's cool! Toadette doesn't have a burger hat, but she also works in maybe a different department because she has the soft serve hat. She serves ice cream, and she looks like ice cream itself, which is cool. So I like that everyone is a little bit blue collar in this. Takes us back to like the plumbing roots and stuff. Though we do have a few aristocrat outfits, which are kind of hilarious. Wario gets some great outfits. Wario and Waluigi don't get a lot of love, so it's nice when they do. He has a cool Sultan outfit, some outfits that homage to like some superhero outfits. His MAGA hat outfit is pretty good. He has his, like, I think this is for Wrecking Crew, maybe? The pirate hat is wonderful. I think that's like maybe the Mario Pirate reference. Tell me that's not a Simpsons reference, but it just seems that way to me. There's their Mad Max post-apocalyptic outfits, and both of them have it. The cousins, what are they? Are they cousins or whatever? Waluigi has some great ones that work well with his lanky body. And, you know, all the princesses have theirs, except for Pauline, who only gets one costume like Donkey Kong. It's a nice costume, but what the hell? DK Bonanza is super fun, we'll get to that later, but these two really deserve more costumes. I hope they add more costumes. Some people are saying they want to see other versions of Paul later in the game. Maybe they'll add it later. Maybe they didn't know Bonanza would do super well, but it's not fair that like the babies get more costumes than them. It's weird. Lastly, there's Nabbit, who I hate, and he's relegated here to the end with all the baddies. Spike, I like you because you were in Mario Party and you were fun. But you get all these forms. Some of them you start off with. Some of these you have to unlock by being transformed into them by Kamek. Kamek is an item. He comes out. He's extremely rare. If you're not lucky like me, this will take you a long time. Some people got them in 3 days. It took me almost a whole week to unlock all these guys, but I have them all now, finally. The cow you get from the beginning because they know cow is the goat, ironically, and is awesome. Yeah, that's enough of that. But some of these are great. You get to see Mario's feet and hands, which I'm sure some of you really want to see. But it's weird that like there's Farmer Luigi and Farmer Peach, and they're the only two characters to get farmer outfits and no one else in the whole game, which makes me really wonder what's going on at the farm, quite frankly. But you can put a farmer on a tractor, and that's cool. Neat.